Welcome back to Ethics Matters. This is your Doc Joe again. Today we take a deep dive into Chapter 8, Natural Law Ethics, a moral tradition that claims we don't invent morality, we discover it, not in the heavens, not in laws, but in ourselves. Natural law theory teaches that morality is grounded in human nature. It doesn't rely on divine commands, personal feelings, or cultural customs. Instead, it insists that to know what's right, we must first understand what it means to be human. Natural law ethics has deep roots in classical philosophy. The Stoics, flourishing in the Greco-Roman world, believed nature itself is rational and ordered. To be moral, they said, is to live in harmony with this order. Aristotle laid the groundwork by arguing that every being has a purpose, a telos. Humans, as rational animals, fulfill their purpose when reason governs our desires. This life of rational excellence leads to eudaimonia, human flourishing. Centuries later, St. Thomas Aquinas gave natural law its most influential expression. He combined Aristotle's natural teleology with Christian theology. Aquinas taught that God's eternal wisdom governs the entire universe. This is the eternal law. Human beings endowed with reason can access this law. That access is called natural law, our rational participation in God's eternal order. Through reason, we grasp what is good and avoid what is evil. Aquinas distinguished four kinds of law. Eternal law, God's rational plan for all creation. This is the design and plan of God in creating the universe, unknown to human being until it was revealed through the Bible, called the divine law. Divine law, God's revealed truth, like Scripture. The Bible speaks of God's creation, including human beings as God's creation, and now given with natural law. Natural law, morality, built into human nature, accessible by reason. Every time we create human law, we consider what natural law requires and what God demands. Human law, man-made rules, valid only when grounded in natural law. So, to satisfy natural law, we need to start with one simple, universal precept: do good and avoid evil. From this, we derive specific moral duties like life preservation, do not kill, seek truth, value education, live in community, respect others, worship God for religious thinkers, cultivate the spiritual life. Whether religious or secular, proponents of natural law affirm this. Our natural inclinations point to moral obligations. Let's trace its evolution through key thinkers. Aristotle, 384 to 322 BCE. Purpose lies in rational activity. Cicero, 106 to 43 BCE. Law is reason in agreement with nature. St. Augustine, 354 to 430 CE. Morality reflects divine wisdom. St. Thomas Aquinas, 1225 to 1274, synthesized nature, reason, and faith. John Locke, 1632 to 1704, secularized natural law as a foundation for human rights. Natural law theory is unique in how it weighs both reason and intention. A good act must align with nature and be done with the right intention. For example, if you intend to heal but accidentally harm, you're not morally guilty. But if you intend harm, even if the outcome turns out well, your action is still wrong. When duties conflict, Aquinas offers the principle of double effect. A morally difficult act is allowed if the act itself is good or neutral. The bad effect is not the means to the good. The bad effect is not intended. The good outweighs the bad. This helps explain tragic moral dilemmas, like life-saving treatment during pregnancy that unintentionally harms the fetus. Natural law ethics isn't just theory, it guides real-life decisions, preserving life against murder, suicide, and abortion. Educating children supports family and moral formation. Living virtuously promotes justice, honesty, courage. Seeking God directs us toward a transcendent purpose. It also speaks to contemporary issues: population control, human rights, torture, and social justice. Despite its strengths, natural law faces serious critiques. Is human nature really universal? Cultures differ dramatically. Can one moral code fit all? The naturalistic fallacy. Just because something is natural, does that mean it's moral? Conflicting interpretations. Even natural law theorists disagree on what nature requires. Religious bias? Is natural law too bound to Christian thought? Rigid and outdated? Critics claim it struggles to adapt to modern realities, ignores consequences. Real-world situations demand flexible responses, not strict rules. Yet natural law endures because it offers more than rules. It offers a moral vision that the universe is not chaos, but order. That we are not just animals, but rational moral beings. That morality is not invented, but discovered in our hearts, our reason, and our shared humanity. To live by natural law is to live with purpose, with clarity, with integrity. So we end with this question: what if morality were not imposed, but revealed in what it means to be truly human? This is the legacy of natural law ethics, timeless, rational, and still speaking to our moral struggles today. Thank you for joining this lecture. See you next time on the topic, deontological ethics.